All right, so that's some highlights for you from the exhibition game, and that's quality tennis for you. And of course, that's just to prepare you for the first Grand Slam of 2015 that opens in a few days, Australian Open. All eyes, of course, will be on the top players to see how they start the year. Well, it's time for us to move on to something different, and I told you we'll be talking about fives, football fives. On the program tonight. Let me quickly introduce to you my gentlemen for the last part of the show tonight. One you know very well, one you do not know too well, but I'm going to introduce him all the same. My immediate right, I have Shamsudeen Yusuf. Of course, is involved with football fives, and in a few minutes from now, he will be explaining to us what football fives is all about, particularly if you are an amateur player. And the guy to the far right, let me introduce him properly. His name is Tunde Koiki. He's content specialist with Complete Sports. He's also the producer, presenter of Sports Planet. Tunde Koiki, good to have you on Sports tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Tourney.
Don't say more. Let's start with football fives.
Okay.
Shamsudeen, we see pictures of football five. It's five-a-side.
Yes.
But it's a little different from futsal.
Yes.
Talk to us about it and how did this come about and why you're involved in it.
Okay. This concept and idea came up about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I was looking to do something different and give an opportunity to amateurs that don't get to play.
Because we have a lot of things for professional footballers.
We have a lot of things for professional footballers. And this concept came, and luckily for me, last year around November, the organizers, Sports Events International from Dubai, contacted me. And they said, we're looking for LOCs across the globe that could sell this commercial rights to and see how they can organize this tournament, you know, in a very, very professional way. And we had no other option, we had no other choice than to jump on this wonderful opportunity. And today we've gotten the commercial rights and franchise to organize Football Fives World Championship in Nigeria.
You're talking about Football Fives as a new idea. How involved is this with FIFA? Because futsal we know quite well, five-a-side.
Yes, yes.
This is Football Fives.
This is Football Fives.
Is FIFA involved in this in any way?
This is getting serious recognition globally from a lot of stakeholders in the business of football and also FIFA as well. I can tell you that the one that was hosted last year had about 500,000 entries globally.
Teams that wanted to be part of it?
Yes. And last year they had 32 teams, and now it's increased to 48.
So you have like a world championship?
We have like a world championship.
You have qualifiers from your different countries?
For your different countries.
And then the countries now go for a world championship in Dubai?
Yeah, in Dubai.
Okay.
And also, the fascinating thing about this is that the team that will represent, that will get to represent Nigeria would have an opportunity to go to Dubai without paying nothing.
Okay, the organizers will take care.
The organizers are going to pay for their flights, their accommodation, feeding, transportation, and everything. Yes.
So talk to us about it. Now you are organizing this for Nigeria. Yes. When is the World Championship? How much time do you have? How do you want to go about the logistics of preparing this?
Okay, fantastic question. Now, what we've decided to do is because of the time that we have, and it's the little time we have, and also, you know, you have to consider the elections coming up in February, which is our constraint.
A month from now.
Yes. So we've spoken to the organizers and told them that this is our challenges, and we're going to start our qualifiers hopefully by ending of January.
That's a few days from now?
Yeah, a few days from now. The first zone will kick off, which is likely to be Abuja. And you know, also Abuja will cover for the northern region. That's for people that want to participate from Kaduna, Kano, Gombe, Jigawa, you know. And also what we're going to do is Lagos is the second zone. Because so
you're looking at Abuja and Lagos.
And Lagos for now.
Start.
Yes, but there's interest from our 3 other zones.
Okay.
I wouldn't mention their names now.
Okay, just
but yeah, but they've mentioned high interest that they want to also participate in this. And also logistically, what we've decided to do is in each zone we have an LOC that's going to be responsible for the qualifiers.
Organizing the competition there.
Competition, yes. And another fascinating thing is I had a meeting with the head of competitions, Dr. Sanusi.
I was going to come to that to ask you how involved is the Nigerian Football Federation in all of this, because they can help you drive it.
Yes, of course, definitely, and they're willing to. They gave us a good audience, and they said, as a matter of fact, they want to develop futsal in Nigeria using this platform.
Okay.
And also start a league, because it's so easy to organize. It's not like traditional football. It's so easy, and you just need 10-20 minutes to organize one game, you know. And also, I mean, as you well know,
you can play so many games in a day.
You can play so many games, and also there's so many five-a-side pitches across the country. In Lagos, in Abuja, you see them everywhere. You know, so that's one thing that the NFF has you know, agreed to support us on. Also in terms of referees, equipment, coaches, and also in the selecting of the players, because it's for amateurs.
I was going to come to that, because Tourney also has been doing a lot of study around fives,
yes.
Football fives and everything. So I'm going to allow him to also maybe ask you a few questions, sure, or discuss a few things about it. But how are you going to be ensure that because professional footballers like to take advantage?
Yes, definitely.
How are you going to be sure that this is just going to be for amateur players?
Amateurs. Well, that's
and the foreign guys and the pro guys will not sneak in somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's a very important question. That's why we're
there's age limit as well.
There's an age limit. It's from 16 and above.
Okay, if you are less than 16, you can't be part of it.
No, you can't be part of it.
What
you
if
understand?
If you are 60 and you are strong enough to play,
why not? You understand? Why not? And that's one key area that the NFF is going to assist us with in terms of getting this amateurs. I mean, if you've played for the national team, obviously there's going to be a record, you understand, with the NFF. That means you can't participate in this competition.
Basically, I think there should be a record.
There should
there should be a record of players who have played for professional
clubs, obviously, exactly.
But the interesting thing about fives is that a lot of professional footballers actually even started their careers playing five-a-side football. How important do you think this can be in rebuilding Nigerian football, in getting Nigerian football back on its feet?
Now, let me give you one fascinating fact. Five-a-side is the fastest growing form of football in the world today, and also clubs are investing heavily at the grassroots level. At the grassroots level. And don't forget the one they had last year. They had chief scouts come from Chelsea and Man City.
Okay.
And they scouted 2 players who went on trials.
Oh, amateur players?
Yes, amateur players. And this year it's increasing to clubs like Real Madrid, Juventus,
Liverpool,
Bayern Munich. So you can see it's growing, you know. And the good thing is that these guys want this to be bigger than futsal.
So will there possibly be a conflict of interest with the futsal World Cup as against this global championship as well? Will there be any kind of friction between the FIFA organized tournaments and this private one?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so anyway, because if you look at the futsal are professional players. These are just amateurs. Okay. These are probably guys from the streets and maybe some guys from the
not playing any kind of club football.
Exactly, just playing for fun. But also, you know, these guys are coming and say, hey, you know, from these amateurs, we might see 1 or 2 players that can go on and, you know, play for big clubs in Europe. You know, so that's the fascinating thing about it.
There's a danger in that, because if as amateur players they don't have agents,
yes,
they don't have proper representation. How will you ensure that these players are not protected? They're not taken advantage of when they do become, when they do approached by professional clubs?
Well, that's where we come in as agents as well. Okay. You know, because if you look at
registered NFF licensed agents.
Yes, I'm a registered licensed agent. And if you look at every LOC that is organizing this tournament, are also being managed by agents all across the world. And they already know that we have to protect these players. You understand? So we have to make sure that these guys don't go to clubs and they get taken advantage of. So that's where we come in. So we're aware of all this. We're aware of all these challenges. We're aware.
So to wrap this up now, as we go, when are we looking at seeing the tournament kickoff in Lagos and Abuja?
Abuja, hopefully we're looking at ending of January.
Ending of January.
Lagos
at the same time?
Lagos most likely after the elections.
Okay.
Depending on, yes, but Lagos is going to host the finals in March.
Okay.
Finals with how many teams?
32.
32 teams.
32
all right.
teams.
Okay, so we look forward to it, and we wish you all the best with this idea.
And I just wanted to say that you know, for people that want to find out about the Football Fives, the website is Football Fives. That's f5wc.com. And once you go there, you just click on the Nigerian flag, and it takes you automatically
to the Nigerian site.
So it has everything about the information,
how you can be a part of it,
the regulations, everything.
Twitter
and also there's a number.
Facebook.
No, we have everything. There's Twitter, there's Facebook, Instagram, all the handles.
How you can be a part of the Nigerian experiment.
Exactly.
Nigerian experience.
Definitely.
All right. So we wish you the best of luck, Shamsudeen.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. So that's how much you'll be able to take on the program tonight. But let me read this tweet. Olowo Kere Olakanmi sends this one from Kansas in the United States of America. It says, what is the latest about Nigeria's Olympic team? We told you about them earlier on. They're getting ready, and they're really looking good ahead of the All Africa Games, and of course, the Olympic Games qualifiers that will be taking place for most of 2015. Okay, one thing the LMC needs to do this coming season is to be very strict with our clubs. That's coming from JC Jidechi, talking about clubs and contract with players, and I think that's very true. Shadrach Chibuzo says, is Calabar Rovers still existing? Yes, it's not Calabar Rovers anymore. They are called Unisem Rovers. They're still there playing in Calabar, so you can follow the club as well and be a part of their revival so that they can come back to the glory days of Nigerian football. Guys, I must thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Shamsudeen, wish you the best.
Yes.
Today, thank you for coming on the show as well.
It was a pleasure.
And I hope your voice is back. And of course, earlier on we had Onye Wichimachuku and we had Tulolo Romoteni as well. Dum Nodio Konta has been here, and we must say thank you to everybody who's made this worth the while. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.